What's going on, guys? It's your boy TOG, the Oil God, and I'm presenting to you guys a back testing video. So we'll just pick a random couple of days, a week, see what price look like, and you guys can see how I look at the markets, what type of two legs I like, what does structure look like. We'll see how much we can do. I know X limits pretty much the time limit on how much you can, I guess, upload on, right? So if it's too big of a video, like 20 minutes, takes much longer, or I don't even know if they accept it, but we'll see how much we can do. So yeah, this was just yesterday's price action on Friday, October the 10th, 2025. I'll break that down in a follow-up video. But in terms of date, how about we go back just strictly 1 year from this date, from yesterday's, see what that looks like. So contract-wise, that is going to be, what do we call it, CLX 2024. Right, so CLX 2024, we'll go back 1 year directly. That was Friday, October the 11th, I guess that's going to be, yeah. So we trade two sessions, well, I personally do, which is going to be Euro and New York. Highly encourage you to trade both, as well as the transition time, right, between 7 to 9:25 open. And the reason why is because very hard to make money strictly in New York with the two-leg. You want to trade Euro as well. If that means waking up early like I have to do, so be it. Money's on the line here, right? So let's start with the exactly 1 year ago from today. So right now we have price. We'll leave structure out as much as we can, just focus strictly on the two-leg. But as you can see, right now structure is up. We got this big flag pattern and a rip on up. We'll see if price continues or if this high over here makes this set a higher low, sorry, a lower high. We'll see what that looks like. So yeah, let's start here. So we start with that 3 o'clock. I wait for the 1 hour box to close, right? This is in the setup video from before in the thread, what I've shown you guys. So we wait till the 1 hour box closes at 4 o'clock, which is going to be right here, right? So we have a long confirmation. That means we look for moves on up. This is just a way to set your bias for the session, right? It doesn't have to be that way. I like to focus on structure primarily, right? Even with the confirmation here, just gives you a good visual what to look at, but doesn't mean price can't come on down and close on the other side. Happens all the time. Just allows you to know which way to look for trades, and if it lines up with structure, even better. Structure and confirmation together are what we want to look for. So right now on the short term, the structure is up. Just got to be cautious here, right? So we have a down move, down move, down move, and then we switch on up. We'll see if we can get some continuation, right? So I'll highlight this for you guys. Down, 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 and then we down, and then we switch on up. This high takes this high. We set a higher low, and then a higher high. We'll see if it continues. This video basically will strictly be based off the two leg. We won't take structure into account. We'll see what it looks like. So yeah, we got a first leg here. We got to push on up so that we're not looking for a two leg now. We're going to wait for price to pull back. So could this be something to look at? We have one leg forming. We have still a push on down. We have a stop. Okay, so what do we like about this thus far? We have a one leg. We have a stop bar, which lines up perfectly with this close of this bar, which is nice. And we're looking for a second leg now on the pullback. All right, so it looks like we're getting it. We need more red. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so this is a two-leg, right? So I would ideally like this to open where this one closes. That's like a perfect two-leg. Again, it's not going to happen. This is still a valid two-leg. We have a one. We have a stop bar here, which lines up perfectly. This one opens where this one closes. We have a second leg, and the entry bar pretty much opens where this one closes. That's a two-leg. Lines up with confirmation. Again, lines up with the short-term structure, which is nice. So we'll see if this one pays. Let's take a stab at this one here. This is a pretty nice two-leg to start. So we use a 20-point stop, right? We go with 20 points, 20 ticks. And then we see what that looks like. So it pushes on up. Perfect. Right at target there almost. Just missed it. And does it hit? Did this one hit? Yeah, perfect. All right, so we hit right here in New York, which is nice, right? We got a one stop two, line with the confirmation structure. Price went up, and we hit target. Now we did get a 2-leg here as well. 1, stop, 2. This is stuff that you can look at, right, for potentially adding on trades. Just want to be a little more cautious, but that's something that we can discuss in the future video. So this is a +3R trade for euro, which is nice. And this is well here, right? 1, stop, 2, entry bar here. But we're already in a trade, so we'll see what it looks like just for this basic trade. Now we do push on up. See what we get here. We have a wick confirmation, right? Price closes above this box here for the 1 hour. We're still waiting, nothing for us to do just yet. All right, so how about this? 1, stop, stop, 2. This has 2 stop bars in between. I like mine with 1 stop bar, right? So 1 stop bar, which is the green, 1 stop bar. Stop bar basically means it's the break before the second leg. So we have a 1 pullback, we have a stop bar, and a second pullback, and then we take the entry. So this one has 2, we avoid that. Let's see if we have something here now. This could be the restart of a 2-leg, right? We have a stop bar, so 1, stop, 2. Looks like we're getting a second leg here as well. See how that closes. Okay, so this is all right. This is a little bit more bigger than I like. Like I like these smaller stop bars. Like this one, look how small that is. Look how small that is. Look how small this one is. This one's a little bit bigger than I like. They can still work. Anything can happen in the market. So let's take this 2-leg long, see what it looks like. Again, not my favorite, but anything can happen in the market. So we'll go with a 20-point tick. Stop. Let's push on up. See if we get some continuation. Oh, looks like we got saved by a couple ticks. Still live, and boom, we're stopped out, right? So that's fine, whatever. We're stopped out here. That's +3 -1, so we're net 2 right now. Now, how is there anything else here? Now, how about this? Okay, we have prices up here, right? Structure's up. Now, this bar takes the lows here. Is this a structure shift? Possible, being that we have this this structure here as well, right? This could maybe be a lower high versus this. So this is also a 2-leg, 1, stop, 2. It is definitely a lengthy one, but this bar, the entry bar for shorts, does open where this one closes. So we can have a look at that. Do you want to take a stab at it? That's something that you can decide on. I go with max 3 trades a day, but we can see if this is something. Again, the only reason why I'm looking at this one here is because price here closes below, and then we get a 1, stop, 2, and this could be a potentially lower high versus this one. So we can go with a 20-point here, see what that looks like. We get stopped out. Oh, close, okay. We have some movement. And it looks like we pretty much close where we open here, right? So end of session, we'll just count that as nothing. You know, if you held it overnight, Asia, you're definitely printing here, right? I don't think you get stopped out. No, you get saved by 1 or 2 ticks. So if you held this overnight, great, you get paid money. But for the purposes of being simplistic and keep it simple, we will go solely based off holding to the end of the sessions at the most. Either target gets hit, stop gets hit, or we hold to the end of session, right? So that was a good session for us. +3R, -1, so that's 2. This one closes where it opens pretty much. Might get some points here. Let's just call it +2. Let's move on forward. This is a gap here in price. We won't account for that right now. That's going to be a little more detailed. This is a little bit slow, so I'm not sure exactly why, but we'll see what that looks like. Let me put it on pause here. I don't want it to fast forward too quick. So let's see what that looks like. Oh, stop it before it starts. Yeah, we want to see oh, this thing is super slow, sorry. But hopefully she hurries up. And yeah, I mean, that's just pretty much the premise of my trades here. Just simply 2-leg pullbacks. You can literally test it out yourself, see how it does. I personally have tested many things before. This is the most simplest thing that you'll find. It's the easiest, and it pays over the long term. That's what matters, right? We don't care about short term, what happens. We strictly care about the long term. What does price do over the long term? And yeah, I mean, over a week, 2 weeks is more short term. Over a month is something that we can evaluate. So let's go ahead again, starting with the 1 hour box. We'll see what happens. We get a wick confirmation here, right? So possible, looking for moves up, longs, close outside the 1 hour box on the upside. Now no 2 legs for us. 1 stop 2, super extra long second leg. Nothing for us to take, right? This is not a 2 leg, it's not aligned with structure. Again, it closes outside the box. It's not one of my favorites or anything like that. I had this close somewhere up here, I'd be more inclined to take it. Now, how about this one? This is an inside bar. So what does inside bars tell us? We can potentially get another move on down, right? So inside bar means that this bar is inside this bar. That means you can definitely get another leg down. Doesn't have to happen, but it's definitely possible. So yeah, nothing for us here just yet, right? Price is still going. Is it going to go down? Is it going to go up? To be determined. I don't want to push these too fast. How about this? 1 stop 2. Okay, we're getting some structure here forming in our favor. 2, boom, entry bar. Okay, so let's look at this one here. Right now, structure is down, right? We have down, we have this as a low. We have a red bar here, then we push on up. Now we do break some of this structure. It's not the best structure break, but definitely something to consider. This candle bar as well. For this wick here, it closes above the structure on the, sorry, it wicks above the structure on the left. So this could be a potential structure shift forming. Ideally, what I would have liked is something like this, right? For it to come on up, take this high cleanly, and then give me a 2 leg before taking it. But it's possible that this can work. So this is still a 2 leg. It's against any kind of confirmation. That's totally invalid now. We have a false day, right? Price closes on the other side of the 1 hour box. So we have a 1, stop 2. This is a clean 2 leg. Let's break it down a little bit. So this bar on the first retracement opens where this bar closes. It's perfect, like a double top, right? They level out. The stop bar is small, which is nice. It opens where this one closes. And then we have a second leg down as well, almost even in length, which is beautiful. And this entry bar opens where this one closes, right? So this is a perfect 2 leg that I like. Again, structure could be a little bit better, but it's still a 2 leg. Can it give us some type of reversal? Is it showing us a potential structure shift? Let's have a look at it. Let's take a stab. So go at 20 points again. Hopefully this hits. If not, no worries. Okay, so it's coming back down. Now, if you missed this one, 1 stop 2. You could enter on this one here, right? So let me break this down. We have a 1 stop 2. Push on up, 1 stop 2 again. Perfectly double bottom here. Double top here, right? It's nice and clean. Now, I would have liked the second leg to be a little bit longer, right? Ideally, kind of like this one, but it's still a 2 leg. This second leg still closes lower than the first leg, which is nice. So let's take a stab at that one here. Sorry, I just messed up. 20 ticks. Let's see if she goes. Okay, we're pushing. It's coming back down. Structure now is up, right? So look at this. It's down, down. We pretty much front ran the structure, but we were betting on the fact that it might be a potential structure shift, and it was. So we're down, 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 right? Still potentially up in the air here. And now we're looking at up, right? So now we're looking at potential up. That's a complete shift in structure here from down all the way to up. So let's see if this one hits. Boom. There you go. 2 leg, baby. So that's nice, right? So another 3R trade here, which is fantastic. We like that. We'll lock that in, and we'll count them out all at the end, actually. But yeah, like you can add on potential plays like this. Either you can add up here on a push-up strong, or you can wait for another structure hold like this, add here, right? You'll have to back test that, see what works best for you. Now, how about this? So right, 1 hour box closes. This one right here, right? So overall, we have a push on up, and we have a pullback, 2 stop bars, nothing for us. Again, we like to wait until the 1 hour box fully closes. But how about this? 1 stop 2. Is this an entry bar? For me, no, because first, the 1 hour box isn't closed. The stop bar is an inside bar. It's inside this first pullback. We know what that means, right? It can give us another leg down, which is exactly what happened. So I'm inclined to take this one. because we have a 1. Stop is an inside bar, so we can restart it. 1, stop, 2. We have a small stop bar, beautifully opens where this one closes on the first retrace. Second retrace, also as well, this entry bar opens where this one closes. Now length is a little bit off, right? In a perfect world, these would be identical in terms of length. We don't live in a perfect world, so we can still take it. It's still validating our thesis here, right? Structure is up. Everything lines up pretty nicely for the 2-leg. It opens where it closes, small stop bars. We have 2 retracements. So we can go with this, see what it looks like, see if it hits. So we almost wicked out here. Okay, we got close to target. And then we're getting a pullback. Pullback still. Okay, so we're stopped out. No problem is what it is, right? We're stopped out on this trade. That's completely fine. So that is a negative 1R trade. Let's see if there's anything else that forms. Right, so right now structure is potentially down, right? Went from down to up, now back to down, right? This is taking the lows of this. Also, this was a lower high versus this. So let's see if we see anything. Ideally, I like to take max 2R losses in one day. I'll max out at 3, but I'll never take more than 3 losses in a session. It's just not worth it. Sometimes you have crappy price action, and yeah, I mean, that's not something that we want to be a part of here, right? So anything else? No, now it's kind of too late in the session for me. I like to take my latest trades at 1:30, max 2 o'clock, right? So other than that, I'm not looking at taking any trades right now. But how about this? 1, stop, 2. This is an inside bar, right? This bar is inside this one, nothing for me. If you plan on overnight holding, you can do that, but I'm not going to take that trade too late. And again, it's an inside bar. Now, the thing about the inside bars is you don't have to take the entry here. We don't know if we're going to get another leg down, so you can potentially wait to see if it gives you another retracement. If the next bar or the one after that is red, you can definitely take the trade. But we just want to make sure that we don't get caught up in a third leg retracement here, right? So like something like this, 1, stop, 2. You can enter here. This is an inside bar, so it's to be a little bit more cautious. Maybe we wait on this one here because there's no longer a third leg forming. So maybe take something around here. Again, it's not something I would take. It's too late in the session. But if you plan on holding overnight, something that you can do. We held overnight here. Well, if you did, you're getting paid handsomely. All right, so let's have a look at that. Boom. Okay, nice. Looks like we get saved here again. So back-to-back days. That's awesome. But again, nothing for us here. So plus 3R, minus 1R. We're still in the positives here. So let me forward this on over a little bit. Gotta make sure it's moving a little bit better. So it looks like that structure in itself, right? This actually was a lower high and price is pushing lower. Well, let's fast forward this. Okay, we're getting a little bit closer to the start of the session. This thing better pause. Or we'll stop it. Okay, all right. So now we're on to Tuesday here. So this is the third day. Let's see what price looks like. So we get a confirmation for shorts, right? We're looking for down trades, possibly. Is there any two-leg entry for us? Like, how about something like this, right? Like 1, stop, 2. This is a wavy two-leg, right? It's not, and we don't have a small stop bar. It's pretty big. So 1, stop, 2. It's kind of wavy. When we look at something like this, super jagged, 1, stop, 2, nice and tight, right? 1, stop, 2. Those are the ones we like. We don't like these wavy ones. Doesn't mean that they can't work. Anything can happen. But it's just not my favorite type of two legs. It'd be pretty nice if this one actually did work, but we'll see. So let's have a look and see. Structure is down, right? Nothing for us. Let me give you some friendly guidance here. Your best trades are going to come when structure lines up, right? So when structure lines up in your favor, like this, not this one. This one is basically a change in structure, but right now this is a shift in structure. So something like this, right? You're holding a higher low versus this one. Structure like this, right? This is down first, but over the shorter term structure is up, right? So this will line up perfect two legs, structure down. This one's a little more tougher of a catch, but this is still structure up. These are the ones that work best. Ones that are not lined up with structure are going to be a little bit harder. There are reversal two legs that you can use to identify a bottom of a move down and catch the entire move up. That's for a different video, which I'll get into in the future. For now, just look for trades that line up with structure, right? So this was a clean two leg. We had a small stop bar here, a second leg. Maybe enter somewhere here. Structure is down, right? We're coming down. Those are the types of trades you want to take. Those are the ones that have the highest probability. The only thing is they don't happen too often. But when they do, you want to take advantage of them, right? So we're pushing. Let's see what happens now. How about this, right? We're coming down. One, stop, two. Oh, inside bar, a little bit more cautious, right? And I don't like to usually short oil when it's coming down already. I like to get in when the move is about to start, not at the bottom of the move. This could be a potential bottom of a move. Again, doesn't mean it can't continue down all the way down. Just based on my experience with oil, I don't like taking these ones that are more extended further lower, especially for the shorts. It usually reverses, right? You'll have at times where it does continue on down, but this is not one of my favorite types of trades to take at the lows. But let's have a look here and see. Okay, so now something to consider here as well, right? We have this one stop two inside bar. Now, this could also be a potential structure shift forming, right? If we have a look at it, we have a one stop two here, inside bar stop two, right? So it depends on whether or not you want to take this inside bar leg trade. I'll personally, it's a tough one, right? Like this. This is both inside bars. It's possible that it could push on up. I'll avoid it for now, again, just because I want to show you guys clean two legs. So I'll avoid it, but this wick here does take the highs of this. Is it possible that another structure shift is forming? I'll avoid it, but let's just mark it off so you guys can see it. Let's see if it works on out. So that's a 20-pointer. Okay, she's pushing. Okay. Like, there you go, right? It's still a two leg. Again, the inside bar theory, it's a little bit something you have to test, but it's possible that it could have gave us another leg down before pushing on up. Had this bar have opened where this one closed, I'm 100% taking this two leg. But again, it is against a little more against structure. This wick here, taking these highs, could signal a potential shift in structure. But just for simplicity reasons, we'll leave that out, right? It's an inside bar, so we won't worry about that one. So no trade for us here. Is there anything that's going to continue on up? Let's have a look at that. Right? Is there any continuation two leg? Now, how about this one here? All right, so looks like I clicked the button too fast, but how about this one? One, stop, two. Is this a two leg? Yes, it is. If you're looking for reversal, it is a valid two leg to take. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the structure is still down, right? This shift in structure is on the smaller time frame here, the 5 minute, but we've been selling off for the past couple of days, right? We took this little low here, structure was up. Now we took this low, potential shift in structure coming down. So this is possible. It also aligns with the confirmation, right? So it's still intact. Price didn't close above the 1 hour box. It's possible that price comes on down, maybe makes another low or goes a little bit lower, but that's something that we can take. And yeah, I mean, it shouldn't have clicked that button too fast, but let's have a look at it for now, see what it looks like. This is where I would have entered, right? If you're lining up with structure here, let's go with the 20-point short, right? So again, it's halfway there. I won't count it just for that reason because I clicked the button too fast, but one, stop, two, right? It's nice and clean. We have a first retracement leg opens where this first red bar is. Same with this one here. This one opens where this first retracement leg is, a stop bar and a second push. Now, the only thing I would have liked would be this bar here, the entry bar, to line up with this one. But again, it's just smaller nuances. Doesn't mean that it can't work. And it does align with the bigger overall structure right now. So let's see if this one works. Oh, close to stop. And boom, yeah, it hit target, right? So is what it is. It's just clean price action. We won't count this one here for now. We won't count this one. We're still up pretty nicely. I think about like 5 hours for the week. So if we did count these ones, right, like on my own, I would have taken, and let me give you a little more friendly guidance here as well. These inside bars, like I mentioned before, right? 1 stop, 2, this is the entry bar. We don't know if we're gonna get another leg down, so you can wait 1 additional bar, right? If the next bar is also green, great, you can enter here. That means ideally, we don't want price to come back down. We want this 2-leg to work out. If it does come down, it invalidates our thesis, right? Because we want it to be a 2-leg push. 1 stop, 2, and a push on up. We don't want price to come back down. If it does come a little bit lower, it's invalidating our thesis. That's not a clean 2-leg. But you can wait for a second bar here as a confirmation to enter the trade, right? So again, inside bar 1, stop 2. We can look at this bar. If you want to enter based off the inside bar, you can. If you want to be a little bit more cautious, you want some confirmation, you can make sure there's not another red bar coming down, and you can enter on the follow-up bar as well. Look at that, it would have paid. Now, similar here as well for this one here, right? 1 stop 2. You could enter down here. This isn't an inside bar, so I wouldn't wait. I would take it just because if you did, like you're pushing your luck here, right? You get stopped out by a tick before the move on down. Excuse me. So yeah, I would personally only wait on the inside bar ones, not really the normal 2 legs. I would take that on close. If you lose, you lose. It is what it is. It's not a big deal, right? But over the long term, you will win. But that's the reason why I would look at taking an additional extra bar as confirmation for an inside bar, and that will come based off experience. So again, nothing for us here. Inside bar, I clicked too many bars here on the replay, so I'll avoid that. I don't want to cheat. But let's have a look at price, see what it does. All right, so this is nothing for us here yet. If you're eyeing this one here, there's 2 stop bars. And again, the structure right now is down, so be a little bit more cautious. Right, nothing for us here, right? 1 stop, 2, no, that's not a pullback. This is a pullback. This is a pullback. This is just mumbled up all together there, right? So nothing for us. We have a wick confirmation here for shorts. So this could signal something. If it was a body confirmation, you have a higher probability of it working out. Wick a little bit less. So nothing for us just yet. Let's keep pushing. How about, we can get a red bar here? No. So we get a red bar here? No. So super second long, second leg, right? And the further price comes down, goes up, the less probability of your trade working out. So some friendly guidance. You want your trades typically, if it's going for shorts, right? Like we have a closeout side here or something like this here. You want to take your entries. Best entries come either off the low of this box or within the first half. Anything above, the probability does go down. Not to mention now, this could be a potential shift in structure forming, right? So 1 stop, 2, super second long leg, right? So not something I want to take. And also this bar here is closing above this one. So it's possible that we have a structure shift forming, right? So just to give you an example, right? So we're coming down, coming down, coming down, and then we come on up. This is still lower than this, right? So that's why we take this short. Now still down, still down, still down, still down. And now boom, this is taking the highs of this. What we want to look out for is a potential hold around here like a higher low, and then a potential push on up, right? So that's what we want to be cautious of. Now, we can see if that forms. If we have an entry, it's possible that we miss out on a move on down here, right? This could be a 1 stop, 2, push on down, being that it's aligned with this structure. I'm going to bet on the fact that because price is coming down, again, this will take structure into account. Like, look, we have structure to the left here, right? Price took the lows. It's possible that we reverse on up. So we can have a look at that. But I'm not going to take the second 2 leg. The probability is lower. That price broke above the first half of the 1 hour box. If anything, I'm going to look for a move on up. And again, a lot of it does have to do with structure here, right? Price is at this level where it can bounce, right? So this is a level where price pushed on up strongly. Same here, strongly. And we're back at this level. So it's possible that it can push on up. Let's have a look and see if we have anything, or if we messed up and price is actually going to go down. So far it is pushing down in favor of this 2 leg here. Again, not my favorite. Super extra long second leg. It does line up with confirmation. Confirmation did hold, but only thing cautious is this bar taking the highs of this, right? It's a potential structure shift. This wick here, sorry. And let's have a look and see. Okay, so levels holding thus far. Nothing for us. Now, how about this one here, right? So we have a 1, we have a stop, we have a 2. Is the second leg longer than the first leg? Looks like it is, right? So we have, just to break it down for you a little bit, right? So it looks like this could be a higher low, could be a potential shift in structure from down to up. This did hold. So we got to push on up. The first retracement leg opens where this one closes, which is nice. One first leg. Stop bar opens where this one closes. So stop, that's nice. Second bar is a little bit short, but our main criteria is that the second bar or the second leg of the retracement is lower than the first one. 1, stop. 2, it is slightly lower. We do have a green bar as an entry. So this is a valid 2 leg. Now, I would have liked this entry bar to open where this one is closed, but again, beggars can't be choosers, and we will take that 2 leg long. Let's see, what time is actually the session? Okay, so it is before 2 o'clock. Like I told you, I like to take my trades. Latest 1:30, max 2, but since this is a potential change in structure here, and we can see what it looks like, we can draw some trend lines out here as well. I mean, right, like something like this. Again, now I'm just getting into the nitty gritty of it, but something like this, the price comes on down, rejects this level a couple times, right? Rejected, rejected. If it is that level, it's possible that it breaks on up. If it's a triangle, so again, it's just more so for myself. If I want to take the trade, but I'll take it. Let's see. For the purposes of the back test here, we're going to try to take all 2 legs. So let's have a look and see. Oh, boom. Okay, nice. All right. Now, does it hit target? Boom. Let's go. All right. There you go. Target hit, folks. All right. So another 2 leg here. This week's actually been pretty nice. Wow. Usually price isn't this clean. So just another cautious reminder, right? Like it's been super clean. We have some nice movement. You have days that are choppy, but this week's been pretty nice thus far. We still have a couple days. But yeah, 1 stop 2 entry bar, boom, we push on up before the end, plus 3R day. So that's a couple of days for you guys to look at. Again, I just went back 1 year directly from yesterday's day, which was Friday, the October 10th. So you know exactly what it looks like. I would do more back testing for you here, but again, I just don't know if the video will upload if it's too long. Well, let's do a breakdown of what we made over the past 3 days. Right here, starting on Friday, again, directly a year previously from yesterday, plus 3R, minus 1R here, so 2R, and this one opened where this one closed, so I don't have to worry about that, plus 2R day. This one here is a plus 3R, right, so we're at 5, plus 5R, and then this one here went close to target, and it came back on down, which is a negative 1R trade. Unfortunate, but it is what it is, so we're plus 4R. Now, we're just not going to count the one over here, again, just because it's an inside bar, but it did work. So just keep that in mind. You can enter it on this bar here. Just get an additional confirmation. This one as well, right? I won't count it just because I accidentally clicked a couple more bars, but you know that this is also a plus 3R trade. We'll keep it at plus 4R, plus the 3R here. So plus 7R, right? That is the power of trading Euro, transition in New York. Plus 7R, as long as you follow your risk metrics, don't risk more than 3Rs a day, you will be perfectly fine, right? So that's 3R in total between Euro, transition, and New York. You want a maximum of 3 trades per day at the most. And when we have clean price action like this, you will make some good money. All right, so I'll see you guys next one. This will be a thing that I do often. So follow along, like the video, comment if you have any questions. If something wasn't uncertain to you, happy to answer them. 2 leg is the easiest strategy that you'll find, and it does pay on oil. It does work on stocks. I do use it on stocks, but yeah, oil is your go-to. That's what's going to make you money. I'll see you in the next one. Lock in, stay blessed. TOG out. Peace.